Welcome to your daily focus, March the 23rd, 2023. Highlight of today, Pluto goes into Aquarius. So Pluto will go into Aquarius. Now it'll only spend a brief period of time in Aquarius before moving back into Capricorn and finishing off. We'll be finishing off the year in Capricorn, taking care of some final business. But it moves into Aquarius to give us a sneak peek of what we are going to be experiencing when it comes to our lives. And we'll get into that and so much more. If you don't normally journal, you'll want to journal around this time over specific topics. I will get to that in the video as well, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. So let me introduce myself. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you, truly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 23 energy today. Now, the 23 energy is about embracing the thought that there is something greater than you out there. And that something greater than you out there actually works towards guiding you on your path, getting things prepared, bringing the right situations, events, people into our lives, and taking some things away when needed as well. So it's about knowing that God, our angels, our guides, the universe, the cosmos, that divine energy, our higher self is leading us into safe ports under a 23 energy. So it's about going with the flow. It's about having that trust, that belief that you're going in the right direction, even if it feels a little topsy-turvy. 2 plus 3 is a 5. It's about bringing in the happiness, the joy, the giggles, the laughter, allowing your creativity or your inspiration to flow. And it's also about growing those relationships a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 3 plus a 5 plus a 7, comes to a 15. The 15 energy is about our behaviors, our habits, and since we are in new moon energy, we are looking at positive growth in our life through changing our behaviors and habits to positive behaviors, positive habits, whatever that may be for you. Now, if we go 1 plus 5, it's a 6 energy. The 6 energy is about your health and well-being. So it's about taking care of you. It could also have a little bit to do with your routines. Okay, you might be mixing up your routine in one way or another to fit something new in or take something out and leave it astray, leave it behind, leave it in the dust. Sun is in Aries. We will wake up till the moon in Aries as well, but I think it's somewhere between lunch and supper time, the moon will transition into Taurus, and it kind of gives us that more of a laid back. That fire energy is dampened just slightly because we go into Taurus. We could be it's about our emotion, and it has a lot to do with the security, the safety that we have in our life and building upon it. Also our finances. So we may glance at our finances today, where we can better them, where we can make our money work for us, or check out our spending habits of late, see if we need to curb it in some way or another. We could be looking at, since we're in new moon energy, looking at new ways of incorporating new streams of money coming into our life as well. So, and it can just show up. I got a letter in the mail today and they're sending me. Wasn't expecting it at all, but the letter came in the mail today, and I hear that when I listen to other people and talk about this, they talk about a letter shows up in the mail, and I said that'll be the day. You know, and I would say that probably for years, but today was the day. Anyways, back to the topic, which is you and this energy. So Moon will go into Taurus. It's about backing it up a little bit, smelling the roses, so to speak, taking time. It's also about our finances. It's all about creating a safety, getting our ducks in a row. Pluto enters Aquarius. Like I was saying, it's only going to pop in till I think early June, and then it's going to leave us and it's going to go back to Capricorn. Get back to work on some of those things, finishing up some of those things that we were doing in the energy of Capricorn. But now we get the sneak preview of what our next 20 odd years are going to look like, the next 2 decades of our life. Now, what does it mean? So Pluto, and I went into this in the monthly signs because it means something very different depending on your sun sign, right? So go and check out your sun sign. And I talk about at the beginning when I'm going through the astrology, and probably when I'm going through the cards as well, when things came up, about Pluto going into Aquarius for you personally. But as a collective, wherever Pluto goes, it brings slow change and transformation. And it's burning down one way of being and building the next version of society. And we've seen it a lot in the last 20 years, and now we will see it, everything from revolution to social injustice, astrology, aliens, alternative healing. You know, watch how these things are affecting your life, what things start to pop up in your life, what things you're starting to be drawn to in your life. But we seek change, and we want to overhaul society through science, through inventions, through our minds and ideas. So technology is pretty huge for this, and we'll see the technology just we can't even imagine some of the things that will happen over the next 20 years when it comes to technology in our life. It'll be about our social structures. It will be about politics. And we will see major reform in these areas. Absolutely. Very unusual or intense or dramatic things happen, especially when it comes to us as a group, us as the collective. And we'll probably confront issues of control or individuality or equality, friendships, group associations. All that will be on the burner, plus so much more. So you really have to go back in your sun signs, because what Pluto is our power center. It's our warrior. And it's how we feel powerful. That's how we feel confident. That's how we feel like we can tackle anything, that we can meet that challenge and overcome that obstacle, that we can go forward in success. And so you really need to know where you are drawing that from in your life, so that you want to build that part of your life up a little bit, so it's stronger for you, for Pluto to come in and utilize it in such a way that it moves you towards great success over the next 20 years of your life. Now, we also have Mars and Jupiter talking in the sky. And they're getting along. And when Mars meets Jupiter, it's kind of like we get to create our own luck. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that with you. You do it however you want. Maybe you want to do it through gratitude. Maybe you want to do it through affirmations. Maybe you want to do it by being of service to another. Maybe you want to do it by getting grounded out in nature. But we are motivated to produce. We are motivated to act. We are motivated to grow. We are motivated to improve. And luck, we can create our own luck. So it's by putting our focus on certain things, our goals, our dreams, our desires, our best life ever. So we can be very resourceful under this energy, see things that we've never seen before, utilize them, and it'll bring in lots more to look forward to. Okay, our underlying energy for the entire day is, look at this, the King of Swords. Where did he show up? He showed up, was it the new moon? Was he the first in the new moon, or was he in the first in the April 2023? I can't remember because I did them the same day, but I know he showed up first, or he showed up in it. I'm thinking first. He showed up first. Anyways. So he's popping up, and who is he? He's determined. Look at him. He is looking straight forward. He is looking at his end game. He is looking at his best life ever. And he's looking at it with a determination that he will persevere. And any challenge that gets in his way, look at how he leans on that sword. It's almost in a stance where he can lift it right up and use it if necessary. And when we get like this, we don't care if there is absolutely no sign of that path in front of us. We'll get out that sword and we'll start hacking at that bush and we'll make our own path. So that could be creating our own luck, right? By saying, okay, I'm going to do this and this is the resources I have. I don't have all those fancy things to do it with, or I don't have the resources that I'd like to, but I've got this and I'm going to use it, and just start cutting through the long grasses, cutting down trees, moving rocks, whatever it takes. This is the kind of determination we can get with Mars and Jupiter together, absolutely. Okay, our first card, look at this. The High Priestess comes out. Now, when the High Priestess comes out, I will tell each and every one of you to sit in quiet contemplation and go within and realize the magic that you hold within. Your true potential, the unique you, your talents, your abilities, and how to bring them forward, how to utilize them in moving forward. Getting a real sense and falling in love with the unique you. Knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are deserving. When the High Priestess shows up, there's magic around us, but more importantly, there's magic within us. And to utilize that magic. So we have luck in the air, we have magic in the air today. We have the Nine of Cups, which is our wish card. Now, our wish card kind of went a little absent, I just realized there on us all. But here it is. So what are your wishes? What are your dreams? Sit and focus on, or journal it. For goodness sakes, write it down. My best life ever looks like this. Write pages if you must. Use all the adjectives and adverbs you can to really grow it and really get that visual picture of what it looks like. You see yourself standing there. You see yourself proud, successful, happy, content, joyful. Love surrounds you. More opportunities surrounds you. People are shaking your hand, telling you that they knew you could do it. Or, wow, how did you accomplish all of this? This is amazing. You see the cars parked in the driveway, or maybe it's trucks, or maybe it's four-wheelers, or maybe it's motorcycles, or maybe it's a boat, or maybe it's a giant camper. You show off your greenhouse, you show off your indoor pool, but it's got a retracting ceiling. You walk in and you show everybody the movie theater, right? So if you have somebody over for the game, you can watch it on the big screen in the big comfy seats. We even have a popcorn maker, for goodness sakes. What does it look like to you? How are you dressed when you go to your career, or your passion? What is your passion? Is it traveling? Is it learning even more? Is it being of service to another? Is it growing your spirituality or your psychic abilities to a new level? Is it getting closer to God? Is it learning more about yourself? What is it? Okay, and when the wish card comes out, I don't want just one or two wishes out of you. I want wishes in every part of your life. Your body, your health, your well-being, love, relationships, your stature in the community, the volunteer work you do. Make them all wishes. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Well, the Three of Pentacles is rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. Okay, you're in it for the long haul. There's no shortcuts here. Okay, and well, now today with the we've got that magic surrounding us, and we have Mars and Jupiter together saying that we can create our very own luck if we want to. But chances are we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and getting to work. It's a long path ahead of us. Now, it wasn't too long ago I saw this card so differently, and I've been using it for, 15 years or so at least, probably. 10 for sure, because I have that on video. But here we are, and we hold the paintbrush. So if you could just imagine for a second that was just one big slab of concrete or rock or cement. And we got out our paintbrush and we decided to paint our tomorrow, the pathway to it. We are painting the entranceway. So we're doing the work to create. So we go back to our underlying energy here of if there is no path, we will create a path. And we're ending the reading here, at least the tarot card part of the reading, with us creating that path. Eventually, that'll go all the way down to the bottom and we can walk straight through into our tomorrow. We have to show up every day. We have to be consistent. We have to keep our focus on it. And positive energy, right? We want to paint beauty going forward, right? So that we don't want to allow in that negative energy to creep into our put a glass ceiling there. For goodness sakes, no. Okay, we switched over to Nature's Whisper because it is a new astrological new year. I've been using I was using our mantra one, and it was gifted to me, and it was right at the very beginning of everything just falling right apart in 2020. And it had to come from overseas, and it spent time in quarantine, and I send that person every day extra special love in my prayers all the time. You're all in my prayers. Okay, you leave a comment. I know you by, at least I have a name to go by, but even if you don't, that's cool. Just the fact that you show up, you are in my prayers. For your success, for your happiness. But now we are on to Nature's Whispers. And I love the artwork in this one too. So, heighten your vitality, the 49 energies. So 9 plus 4 is a 13, which is a good luck number. And it's about luck as well. It's just sometimes what happens to us, we don't really think it's all that lucky. In fact, we think the exact opposite of it. It's not until afterwards, when we look back, we go, wow, if that didn't happen, I never would have investigated this. I never would have learned about that. I wouldn't be in the here and now having so much fun today if it weren't for that moment in time. Way back in when, and I thought it was a bad thing. So that's kind of like the 13 energy. Heightened your vitality. That's the card you're going to be just meditating on. As you can see, there's pictures inside of the pictures inside of the pictures. So how beautiful is that? So take a deep breath. Let out a little bit of that negative energy and relax. And ground yourself. Just breathe. Just slow it down a little bit. And I'll hold that card up and see what calls out to you as I read the words. Tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of sunlight and visualize this light bringing new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on. Allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend, smile, laugh, and share human touch. So going with the flow and allowing that. So what you can do is you can imagine this beautiful light around you. As you breathe in, you're breathing in that light and follow the air as it moves through your body and through your arms and down through your torso and your legs and maybe out your toes and out your fingers if you so choose. And then just watch the breath. And then when you breathe out all the toxicities, all the gray energy, all the negative energy, all the stresses that we pick up throughout our days and we don't even realize we carry it around. Let your shoulders slump a little bit. Let your jaw relax. Let your eyes relax, your forehead. I'm always amazed when they start meditations and relax your forehead. And, you know, the instant thought is my forehead. And then I'm like, oh, wow, that feels good. So... So journaling, I said I promise you journaling. As I shuffle for the animal card, we'll get to what you really need to journal about in your life. Definitely anything that has to do with, and you can keep it very personal just for yourself, right? So as a collective, we want to look about our group associations, our friendships, about equality, where we think there needs to be more fairness in the world, different things that are coming out in technology that you are thinking of or you want to use or you think that's really neat but the price point's too high. Equality, friendships, group associations, individuality. Okay, and notice how your life is getting this little trailer of what your next 20 years is going to be like, what you need to put your focus on to really utilize the power of Pluto and move forward with a strength. And our animal today is the puffin partnership. So the 6 energy comes out a little bit here with the relationships. And if we could just bring it in clearer, please. Just a little clearer, please. They're not listening at all to me, are they? Accept yourself with your... Oh, they only showed it to me for a second. Okay. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So it's talking about Pluto here, right? Teamwork will give you the best results. It's all about our group activities and coming together as a group. Aquarius is very fair-minded and about the collective, more about rather than the individual. So you know, we might lose a part of our individuality throughout this process and tap in more to the collective energy around us. Ask for help. Let your community nourish and protect you. So that all has to do with the Pluto energy. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Well, we have magic in the air today and luck in the air today. So accept yourself and your colorful personality. And I went into it a little bit when I talked about the High Priestess, about seeing the beautiful you and falling in love with the beautiful you, the unique you, the deserving and worthy you. And be a joy bringer. So it is about raising, the 5 energy comes back to say it is about raising our happiness, our joy, our giggles, our laughter, and dancing. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.